In a world covered mostly in frozen wasteland and swarming with horrible, hungry monsters, 7 outcasts will attempt to survive and dig out a home in this unforgiving land. Will they succeed, or succumb to the freezing temperatures and hungry wildlife? As that might suggest, I am once again bringing back Dwarf Fortress! Yes, Masterwork Dwarf Fortress. The Glacial Fort of Doom. Okay, that was terrible, but anyway. Regardless, it has been a while since I've done Dwarf Fortress, and Masterwork has just recently come back. Mep has come back and has started updating it again. He's managed to... I wouldn't really say he's converted everything over. I would almost say starting almost from scratch, in a way. I would assume that some stuff still kind of got transferred over. But essentially, right now, it's starting very close to vanilla. So the FPS increases are being added on more over time. You know, things are being simplified and so on and so forth. It's basically becoming, once again, the Masterwork we love. But the magic systems are out right now. The other races are partially in at the moment. Kobolds are in. Gnomes are in. Dwarves. I believe the succubus are also in, if I'm not mistaken. But the rest of them, the humans and orcs and all those guys are still out at the moment. They're being worked on, I believe, by other people who are trying to implement that back in. Not just Mep himself. A bunch of other people are working on the other races as well. And all the usual features that we had previously will be brought back in later over time as it gets updated. But it has been updated to the newest version of Vanilla Dwarf Fortress, which is awesome, because the newest version of Vanilla Dwarf Fortress was quite awesome. I enjoyed playing a little bit of it, though I still went on a huge hiatus for Dwarf Fortress for the longest time. But now we're going to get back into it, and as the name's title suggests, we will be taking part in a glacial fortress of doom, which is on a pretty damn frozen world. I tried to make an incredibly hostile, frozen, almost Ice Age world, in a way. It's still, you can't really make it completely... Well, you probably could make it a complete glacier, but it tends to screw with a lot of civilizations. And I've tried my best to keep the civilizations low at the point. It's pretty early in the history, so we don't have a lot of goings-on happening quite yet. A few civilizations have started to branch out. We got some hostile civs, evil peoples making their fortresses and whatnot. Not too many. They haven't really battled it out between them too much, I would assume. So we still have quite a bit to do for that. We well, the history's not too advanced. But anyway, regardless, let's go ahead and start playing. Now, as you can see, I've actually created a crap ton of regions trying to get this damn thing to work. And I finally succeeded at getting something good. So yes, let's do this. Frozen Fortress, here we come. Oh, yeah. Advance. So if I go ahead and zoom out, you can see that this is a pretty damn frozen world. We have some large mountains in the center. We do have some woods and some warm areas near the water. More near the equator here, it's kind of nice and warm-ish, although there's still a lot of frozen stuff here in the center. But near the edges, it is quite warm. Right over here, it's quite warm near the desert. Well, as oddly enough, is a desert. I tried to make it as much as I could into a frozen tundra and glacial kind of biome, but it is such a pain in the ass to do so. Like, I spent hours just to finally get this, and it sort of works. So, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. I completely, just flipped the table for a while there. So I look around, we got a couple of dwarven civs, we got some evil ones here. These are... Major, the Timble of Luck. No idea who the hell you are. But anyway, I've already found a good area to set up here. We got some ice, shallow metals, deep metals, fluxstone, all that good stuff. So we're going to probably head over here. It is completely frozen, so yep, we won't be thawing anytime soon or any of that. We will have to dig right on down into the deep layers to keep ourselves nice and warm and whatnot. And be able to generally survive and plant crops and all that good stuff. So, let's go ahead and embark here. I'm pretty sure that, yep, we have dwarves, goblins, elves, gnomes, and succubus for our neighbors. It's only really 2 hostile ones we're at war with right now, which are the gnome, or the goblins, and the succubus. There might be some underground ones, but we'll have to see that. An interesting thing as well is that, most of the forgotten beasts in the world are likely still running around. Like, they haven't really had the time to kill them off or for them to kill the other guys off, so
That way I'm in a nice, interesting bit of history, or point in history, I hope. Anyway, let's go ahead and embark here. Embark. Blarg. So, we start off with our lovely 7 dwarves. There's not really any guild classes to them right now, I don't believe. At least they don't start out with any guilds that I've noticed. So, we won't be able to take advantage of that right now, sadly. I could probably take a look and see. Let me find this here quickly. Utilities, therapist. Loading up my therapist. Alright. Now, this has actually changed a little bit as well. We have Labor's Compact and Labor's Full. Labor's Full actually has all of the hauling stuff, whereas Labor's Compact, well, does not. Just has, well, it has base hauling. It does have base hauling here. But it doesn't seem to, well, let's keep it like that. It'll work. That'll work. So, either way, whatever you want to go for. Now, if I hover over them, I can see some basic stuff about them. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Nice. They actually have dreams, which are quite useful. But you can see craftsdwarf, peasant. They're all the same right now. There's no... They get no bonuses. Not like I might get a lich in the previous version. But hopefully that'll be, you know, fixed up down the road. And we can get some more interesting random peoples. Now, I don't really have a lot of points to work with. This is going to be a really, really tough embark here. Alright. Let's get rid of some great axes. We don't need a freaking great axe. That's ridiculous. I will take at least 2 picks, though, because we need to dig down fast in this one. Pigtails, cave wheat, get rid of the rest. We don't need the rest. Dimple cup, don't need it. Alright. I'm tempted to get rid of pigtails, actually. You know what? Yeah, let's get rid of pigtails. We'll bring some kind of animal with us that we can shear for, what the hell? For wool and whatnot. Alright, that's a cheap one. Plump helmets are not cheap. Let me get rid of those. I'll just grow them. Get rid of the thread, get rid of the cloth, get rid of the bags, get rid of the ropes. We're gonna make all of that from what we get. I'm gonna get rid of the quivers, the buckets, splints, crutches, pretty much everything, really. Step ladder. I don't even know what the step ladder. Step ladder is new to me. I've never seen it before, so I'm kind of interested to see what it'll do. I might even bring 3 picks. We might go with 3 initial dwarf miners. But let me quickly go ahead and get a garden vegetables, raspberries and whatnot. Training weapons, rough wooden training axe. We'll need one of those. That'll help us chop down wood when we get down there to the first cave layer, which we'll hopefully find soon. Now this one wants to craft something legendary. So I'm going to go proficient miner, and I'll make this one the stone crafter. We have to rely on a lot of stone crafts to start off with. This one is also going to be a miner and a mason. Oh, and I made him a teacher instead. And a woodcutter, apparently. But that'll be next. You'll need a... Well, I don't want to make him too good of a woodcutter, because he's also going to be my mechanic. Make him a skilled mechanic, because he's not going to be able to do a lot of stuff out of wood. We'll get the initial batch of wood made, and then we'll have to see what else we can make, because I don't know how many of the buildings have been brought over, so if the stone cutters hasn't, or not, well, the specialized stone cutters isn't in quite yet, then we can't make furniture out of stone. Depending. Well, we probably might be able to, but we'll see. I mean, stone blocks. Anyway, regardless. You have a very weird name, sir. Lore. Ha! Lore. Well, I'll be damned. We got an android. Better be careful, he'll turn on us and try and murder us and create a Borg army. For those that get the reference. If you don't get the reference, then watch more Star Wars, damn it. Or Star Trek. Jesus. I just went and just blasphemed, as it were. I'm sorry, I apologize. That was my bad. I love both. I love both equally. One has laser swords of death, one has phasers of death. I mean, come on. Or energy beams, or blasts of death. Whatever! It's all death. Anyway, record keeping. Appraising needs to be high. Put a couple points. Yeah. Adequate should be good. Negotiation will crank up to proficient, because I really do want to be a very good negotiator. Organizer will put a single point of that. And then I want at least 1 point into leadership. That's going to be my guy. As per usual, these characters will be up for naming. For those that wish to acquire one of these dwarves, feel free to chuck your name in the description and the dwarf you want. If I do not have that kind of dwarf at the moment, then I will get one as soon as I can. Alright, grower, brewer, and cook. Because I don't have a lot of room for these guys here. The other one's going to be a skilled herbalist, grower, that'll be good, proficient grower and herbalist. And the last guy, a bit difficult to decide on this one. I'd like to bring a doctor with me, because it's a little difficult down the road to get a doctor. So yes, I'm going to bring a doctor with me. And I'm going to have my guy, more than likely when he starts off, he's going to be doing a lot of the animal caretaking and whatnot. So let's go ahead and increase his diagnosis. Make him pretty skilled diagnoser. I need to at least put 1 point into each of his skills here. I also want to give him at least 1 point into concentration. And maybe, do I want teaching? No, let's not do teaching. Alright, let's make him an adequate surgeon. Or should I go adequate suturer? It's debatable. It's debatable. You know what? Let's go competent, and I'll make him an adequate suturer and surgeon. That should be good. Okay, so those are the guys we have. If you want them, feel free to, well, let me know. Now, with the new one, there are certain things I need to make sure of. Let me go to MISC here. No, not MISC. Tools, I believe it is. A few things I need to make sure I bring. Let's see here. Zinc, bronze, steel, large steel pots, I believe it is, but Jesus, they're expensive. God damn it. I may have to hope for a trade then if that's going to be the case. Essentially, in order to make steel, you have to build a... what the hell is it called? I'm thinking culverin for some reason, but that's not correct. See something. It's in the back of my head right now. Either way, you have to build a specific workshop for it now. And if you don't have I believe it was 3 steel pots, which is kind of awkward to build it. So you need steel pots to build this structure that allows you to make steel. So, kind of sucks. Kind of screws you over a bit there, that you require that. Oh well, I guess it'll be as it is then. Okay, so we have the iron anvil at least. We'll have the anvil. We can do stuff with that. If we find iron, we can make iron. Let's go ahead and make get quite a bit of plump helmets. But before I do that, I should probably pick a creature to bring with me. I believe, if I'm not mistaken... we won't be able to get too much from it. Hunting guinea... we can make hunting birds. Nice. Turkeys. I might bring some turkeys, depending. Shaggy badger dog. That's what I'm looking for. If I'm not mistaken, I can actually shear the badger dogs. Alright, 4 females. 1 male. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. If I got it the other way around, we're going to have a very, very poor amount of, there we go. Breeding going on. Yeah, turkey gobbler, that does look like... they, like, changed the male symbol around. It seems like a brown square. It's kind of weird. War turkey hen. The fact that I can turn a turkey hen into a war turkey just makes me lull on the inside. Okay, so we'll bring some turkeys with us as well, and hopefully get some nest boxes for them so we can get some eggs going. That'll give us some initial food source to help us along for a bit. But we're still going to want to get a bunch of plump helmets if we can. And a bit more food to last us a while. There we go, 120 should be good. Cave wheat. Sure, I'll make some cave wheat. Even though cave wheat isn't as versatile now as the plum helmet. Cave wheat and, God, what was it? Pigtails can only be grown in the summer and autumn months, whereas plum helmet can be grown year-round. So plum helmet is my #1 crop. Alright, hopefully I won't be forgetting too much here. Okay, 140 should be good for that. Let's bring a bit more alcohol. So we may not be brewing for quite a while. We want to keep our dwarves happy. Oh, looks like we used up all of what we got here. Alright, we got 1 trading axe, 2 copper picks for them to dig their way down with, 1 anvil, a bunch of ale, a decent amount of food to get us for a while, going for a while. We'll butcher the 2 animals that come with us as well, so we should be good for meat, at least for a bit. For a little bit. The main thing is going to be getting down quickly and then getting stuff built. So you know what, actually, let me reduce the amount of beer we have back down to 40 a pop. Go into new. Let's bring some wood with us. Let's bring some basic amount of wood to get us started. And I'll put 1 more in a beer. Okay, so we have pretty much everything we need. Let's name our fortress. Let's see here. Frozen. All right. Oh, I meant to go rear compound. Or Fort Doom would have been nice. Fortress Doom, I guess that works. That works. Let's go with group name. I'm just gonna randomize this. Lance of Amazement. The Weak Armor. Still of Frosty Dies. The Still Frosty Dies. Ha! The Gold of Glowing. That's not too bad. Gold of Glowing? Sure, let's go with the Gold of Glowing. Why not? That sounds interesting. So, hopefully we have everything we need. If I've forgotten anything, we're screwed. Too bad. We're gonna have to survive, do our best. We won't get anything until the first caravan arrives. Speaking of which, I should probably build the trade depot immediately, because I tend to freaking forget that, and it drives me nuts when I forget that. Alright, let's embark. Embark and pray. Pray for our dwarven companions.
Oh, my aching, stubby feet and legs. I'm so tired. I need to learn to ride a cow or a goat or something.
Oh, dwarves. You should be riding war pigs. Only war pigs, damn it. War pigs, the mount of dwarves. Alright, let's see what we have to work with here. So it's a big open area. We have a nice big area up top here where we can kind of set up. Or I could go down here if I'm so inclined. Or pretty much anywhere, really. I kind of like an area... Oh, geez, it takes a while to get down here. I almost kind of like an area like this, because you can easily kind of fortify it around here, but then it can be vulnerable depending as well. So, yeah, now we're going to start up top here. What do we actually have to work with down 1 layer? It's like rock salt. We actually, you know, it's, oh, Kaolinite. Kaolinite, alright. Ice walls. I actually thought we'd have a lot more ice walls, to be honest. I wanted to make the fortress out of ice, but it seems like that's not... Most of the ice is actually down here, so I guess we won't quite be making... Well, as I dig down, I might be able to find big chunks of ice to build the actual outer walls with, but... I was hoping that they would all be ice. But that's what happens. I tried my best to create a world that would be like just, you know, an entire... Like have a river, or not a river, an ocean that had frozen over, but it wouldn't do it for me. I tried my best, but it just refused to cooperate. Alright, so, build. So, We'll put our trade depot right here, and they'll be surrounded eventually with what we got. Alright. Let's go ahead and... we want to make some downstairs here. Make it a nice... there we go. Right out here. Should be good. Alright, make an upstairs. Then we want to mine a bit. This will be our little protection area. Set up to keep us, keep any enemies from breaching around here if we can. Probably put some barracks up here at some point. Alright. Downstairs. Up downstairs. Now we gotta get to the cave lair if we can. Alright. Build workshop. Let's also make a carpenter's workshop right here if we can. Beautiful. So I want them to make some basic beds and tables and such for us to live off of for a while here. Let's see what we have around the neighborhood. There's also a bunch of new sound effects, as you just heard, in this new version. Of sound sense, at least. All sorts of building and new songs and whatnot. Let me actually turn it up a little bit. There we go. Might be a bit too loud now, but hopefully it'll be alright. Okay, I want to see what else we had here. There are no other creatures nearby right now. So we did get a mountain tuskox and a yak with us. Needs architecture. Alright, let me read the dwarves here. I usually like to globally enable architecture, which is now way over here. That way everybody can design this if they are so inclined. Add new task. Make 4 beds. And then 2 tables and chairs for now. Well, 3 sets of tables and chairs. That should be good. Keep digging, lads. Keep digging. Yeah, I should have built more than that. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Kind of wondering how I want to set this up here. Probably the usual way. Settle it the usual way! Yeah, anyway. Enough about lame commercials. Okay, do I want the... yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it like this. No, I don't obviously want to use logs, so I'll let them all just get up and build that. Alright. 1. That should be good. Make 100% sure. Yep. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and enclose this partially. What is this? Another 6. I'll have to wait till I dig out more. I'm like, okay, what the heck? It's like, why have you not dug this? What is going on here, my friends? What is with this horrible level of slack? Oh, limonite. Nice, we already found something interesting. Kaolinite. Limonite. Now, I'll actually have to...
no, it won't work.
Needs logs. Well, let's get some beds in here. Wait, what the hell? Oh, geez, you build way too many beds, maybe. Only got enough for one chair at the moment. Shame that. Alright, build her up, lads. We set a zone inside for our animals temporarily. Keep them warm at least. Get them out of that freezing cold temperatures. I'm going to have to double check and make sure what all the materials we are finding are, because it's been a while since I've played, and I've got to remind myself of these things, sadly. Alright, what am I finding the most of right now? Rock salt, obviously. I believe we found... what was that? There it is. Kaolinite. Let's see. Being a clay material, occurs abundance in soils. Used in the production of paper, cosmetic, and soaps. So I can use to make soap if I wanted to. Alright, that's that material. How about this one? Limonite. It is an ore of iron. Interesting. Mid-value metal useful for weapons, of course. So yes, we got an iron material. And how about the one we just found? I'm pretty sure that's just a useless one. Microcline. Let's see. Shows pretty much everywhere. Even adamantine quakes at the existence of this material, as it's the highest value and diverse material in the game. Or at least it's meant to be, due to a bug in Toadie's coding. It actually doesn't have its special pop-up window necessary for its status, much like that of adamantine. And the game also does not switch to royal mode, where the game swaps from ASCII to real graphics. Weird. So it might be a very valuable material to make things out of, I guess, I suppose? Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Definitely finding a lot of it. Yeah, there it is. Orthoclays, we just found some of that too. It's a yellow stone, it's magma safe. So they're both magma safe materials. And we're only going down a few more. Gotta go quite the distance to find the basement. Yeah, there's not too much our guys can really do right now. Sadly, they're mostly just sitting around, well, doing absolutely nothing. Let's go ahead and make this a throne room, assign it to myself. Make this a dining room, meeting hall. Assign that, well, to myself for now. Noble screen. I am the manager, the bookkeeper, and the broker. Alrighty then. Yeah, I know I require a lot of things that I'm not going to get right now. Let me also set my bookkeeping to high. At least we can keep a good accurate count of what we have right now. Now, let's see what other workshops we have. And speaking of which, the one I was talking about was the Crucible. Ah, the Crucible. So we need 3 steel cauldrons and 2 fire-safe building blocks. Or we cannot build this to get steel, which really sucks. A lot. Right now. Anyway. So you can see there's not really a lot of buildings that we used to have still. They're gonna be hopefully getting that eventually. But for now, we got what we got. And what we got ain't a hell of a lot. So we do have the stonecutter's shop. I need an empty bucket, which I cannot make, because I'm out of wood. That is a shame. Liaison's office, that is a new one. I have not actually messed with that. Archaeologist we've played with before. The alchemical stuff we've never really messed with. Let's go ahead and build. Let me build a mason's workshop inside here. Out of rock salt. Alright. How's it looking, lads? Still not finding nothing so far. Oh, we found a new material. Actually, a couple new materials. What do we have here? Granite. So we found ourselves some granite. Galena. We should have found the first cavern layer by now. Aquamarines. So we might be actually skipping past right to the second cavern layer, depending. Not exactly what I intend to do, but hey, it is what it is. We just gotta hope these guys get down there fast. Oh hey, we just found our marble. Heck yeah, there's our fluxstone. And also a very, very valuable stone to mess around with. And make shiny things out of. Yep, more. God damn. Where on earth is that damn cave? We might be pretty damn screwed here soon if we don't find that cave. Still going down. I wonder what level we're on at this point. Yeah, all of our guys are idling because I can't get them down here to haul stuff. I need to be able to make stockpiles and such. There we go. Might have actually messed that up, depending. Alright, that might do it. I think I accidentally made upstairs right there instead of up-down stair, which caused them to not be able to make it down properly. But we fixed that. Ish. Oh, I should have brought more miners. Should have brought more miners. At least 3 I should have done. Considering we have to dig all this way down. Like, we're wasting a lot of time right now having to wait for this to... for them to find something here. Moonstone. Guess we're striking a lot of interesting stuff. Not what we're looking for, but hey. Wouldn't be the first time I've gone all the way down to the 3rd level. Without hitting the other 2. I've had that happen a couple of times. I think they went upstairs to nap. Not surprisingly. Yep, nap, drink, more than likely. Damn. We're getting a little boned here, it seems. Oh, man, all this time and not a single glance of it. Oh, finally. Finally. Holy God. Did that take forever. And this even looks kind of like the first one. Yeah, it's green, so it might even be the first one, finally. Alright. We made it at long last. Welcome to the cave. Welcome to our new home, everybody. You can see all those sexy trees down there, too. I cannot wait to harvest those. Let's see what we've got here. We got tower cap trunks and fungawood trunks. Alright, baby. Silver Lakes. We double check, see where I'm at. Down. Up, down. Which is I, not X, you fool. And then, wait, let me double check to make sure that is the floor. That is the floor. Okay, upward stairs. And then we will dig our way out of here, I think. Do I want to go that way or this way? Trying to think what would be the easiest to secure. We'll go left. Alright, so initially we're going to have just an everything stockpile down here. To get us going as we slowly move everything back down here. Let me disassemble this. Oh, and I forgot. I should have disassembled this as well, the wagon. That would have given me what I need to build more tables and such. Now, anyway, let me zoom on down. The weather is cleared. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Shift H, hotkey number 2. It's going to take me all the way down here. Now my boys just got to dig their way down there, and we're good to go. We can get started. We get a stockpile down here. Custom stockpile, custom settings. Now I need a nice area for growing some crops. I'll probably do that like right here, actually, more than likely. So I'm going to put animals right here. Let me create a zone for that. Whoops. Okay, they're going to be dragged down here. They'll eat. I believe, well, with the original Masterwork, they gained certain benefits from being down, from eating certain grass as well. Like if you put them in the bluegrass, they would gain certain defensive bonuses and such, or resistances to maybe fire or something along those lines. You know, some really crazy stuff. Now, what do we have down here as well? So far, a crag-toothed boar. Where is he, actually? Zoom to unit. Holy crap, we actually have crag-toothed boars down here. That is freaking great. So, when I get some wood, finally... Uh-oh. Where is it? Okay, we have to be careful. How close is that to where I'm surviving? Pretty damn close. So it's a downward passage, which usually means that it could possibly lead to the super happy fun zone of death. And I would rather not go to the super happy fun zone of death anytime, or have anything from there come say hello to me anytime soon if I can help it. Alright, let's gather up some plants as well. Gather up all the plants. We got a source of water down here, which is good. If we did not, we'd be in some serious trouble. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to secure our water source here. We create a zone over here. It's going to be for fishing, and it's also going to be our water source. Okay. So we'll have to clear our way to that. We're going to have to do a lot of mining and really get this place secured for our dwarves. And also let me know what you guys think about this tile set. I believe this is the obsidian tile set. Actually, no, I can verify that right now. Let them work while I do this. Yes, it is the obsidian tiles, obsidian soul tile set, I should say. It's a bit darker than the Phobos tile set, but still quite nice. What do we have down here, actually? Pyrite, which I believe is a gem, if I'm not mistaken. Struck some opals. Nice. Okay, build workshop. Carpenters Workshop, temporarily over here. Oh. Huh. Well, that's kind of lame, actually. If you... Oh, no, that one dropped 2. Okay, so that depends on the tree. Because these trees are really squished in here, it seems that most of them are only dropping 1 log. If you were to chop an above-ground tree down, it would drop between, like, well, I've seen them drop, like, 8 logs per tree kind of thing, so it's ridiculous amount of logs. Let's go ahead and chop some more. Oh, geez, no, I don't want to do that. Still gather the plants and chop down trees. Okay. Alright, so we're getting that built up. Let me go up top here. Have them. Remove these. And get back down here. Alright, my friend. Before you run off, I need some buckets. At least a couple of buckets for them to get some water. I'm not going to build cages immediately. Alright. So he's got a bit of wood right now, so I'm going to have him. Let me go to the full laborers here. Actually, let's go back to compact and see if I can... No, I can't affect laborers on this one for some reason. Current job, destroying buildings. Okay, let's go with full laborers then. Carpenter. You are not allowed to haul. Now, in order for this to work, you have to toggle it twice. Because it re-enables alchemy, then disables all of it. Alright, let's enable or disable his wood cutting temporarily. So that he can just get to work crafting some stuff for us. Alright, now we're going to move our beds down here, closer to where we're actually living. Table. Alright. Now, I have not actually set up this custom stockpile properly, so let me go ahead and do that so now. Wait, disable that. Disable that, I don't need that actually. Alright, so everything is being dropped down here, brought down here, hopefully. Hopefully soon. Okay. Now, my character will also get... Where am I? Animal training. Animal caretaking. I'll even give myself trapping, I guess. But the main things I want, if I can look around for them... Milking, cheese making... Oh, well... Yeah, I'll take on the butchery jobs, I guess. I guess I can do that. What I'm looking for is weaving. Well, not really weaving, but the shearing, yes. I need to shear off their fur coats of my lovely dogs. Okay, the buckets are being dealt with. Sweetness. Let's get a couple of bins to store our stuff in. Now, section. Food. Forbid seeds. I need a separate stockpile for seeds. Now, most of my planting is likely going to go on over here. So I'll build another stockpile right here. Hopefully that'll be good enough for now. Settings. Food. Forbid everything except for seeds. Now, there's a couple of things I want to make sure I don't miss. One of which is to hit U to disable this prepared food here. The next thing is to make sure that the amount of barrels is reduced to 0 so they do not store any seeds in barrels. Otherwise that would screw us over. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this started, shall we? We'll start off with a single plump helmet farm. What's the problem? Waiting for construction. Oh, someone's coming to work on it, I hope. That means... I hope that means someone's coming to work on it. So they're quickly hauling all this stuff down. It's probably... make a couple of wheelbarrows as well to help them out. I really need to figure out what the hell that step ladder's for. Build, chair... tables. Alright. Now, this is going to be the dormitory temporarily until I can get something more permanent set up. This is going to be the dining hall. It's going to be our meeting hall. Assigned to myself for the moment. Because I have to do all the lovely stock readings and all that good stuff. Alrighty then. Beautiful. We produced our wooden wheelbarrow. Alright, assign to myself. Because I am clearly so awesome. So for the moment, I'm going to let my miners do their thing and go ahead and get this place sorted out. Now, pretty damn soon here, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to secure this place. Obviously, one of the big dangers from this area right now is that the map edge is right here. Now, if I go up, I would have to go up, build a wall 3 tiles high in order to block that off completely. So, more than likely, I'll go with the temporary solution. That usually works fairly well. Don't want to do that here. Well, if anything flies as well, it's going to cause me issues one way or the other. So, you know, I'll wait for now. I'll wait for now. But essentially, I can... Ooh, something's happening. Whose blood is that? Oh, it's a loam cavern floor, so they're just eating. Ah, okay, I was worried for a second. I thought it was blood. I was like, oh no, they're attacking each other. What are you doing, you fools? What are you doing? But no, we're good. Alright, let's get some, where is it here? Not bins. I may actually have to build a separate animal trap. I definitely want a couple of cages, but not right now. Yeah, I had to build a separate workshop for this. Not a carpenter's, my bad. Let's get a mason's workshop in here. Craft store's workshop's the one I need to make nest boxes. Let's also get a farmer's workshop. Kitchen. And a butchery. Excuse me. Which I'll put down here. Because why not? A bit disorganized right now, but this will hopefully be fixed as we go along. It's a nice little pond we got here. I like it. And yes, good, it does have map access. If it did not have the... Excuse me, pardon me. If it did not have access to the edge of the map, then it could potentially run out, and that would be bad. Which means we'd have to find a new water source, and I don't think there's any other water sources around here. So we're lucky. We're just barely lucky. Now, this is a pretty small cave, so it shouldn't take me too long to fortify all this up and make it into a really nice base. There will still be dangers until unless we completely seal it off, and we partially don't want to. Because of what is coming through right now, I think. What is that? Oh, no. Jesus, we have cave swallow woman spearmen who are hostile. And are probably attacking us, actually. Let's take a look here and see what these are. What are you? Large, long-bodied grazer, the thick mane feeds on tops of tower cat mushrooms deep within the earth. So we do have a hostile creature here, though. So that's dangerous for us, obviously. So what I'm going to do is build workshop. Let's get a bower's workshop here quickly. There we go. Every time, or throughout the year, that's what we're making. Plump helmets. Alright, so I'm going to get everyone crossbows to start off with. At least give them some kind of weapon. Although we don't have leather, so that's going to hurt us a little bit. I'm going to have to be very freaking quick with this. If I don't do this just right, we could end up losing this group. So let me be cautious here for a moment. Okay, what do I need here initially? Shit, what do I need? I need a leather worker. Let me get one of the miners. Tanning and leather working. I need to re-enable this guy's wood cutting so we can get some wood. I also need to give him wood crafting so we can craft all of our bolts. And bowery as well. Alright. Let me create another general stockpile. A larger one over here. Except for seeds. Enable, forbid. I will have to create a corpse. No, no, not that one. Okay. Alright. Go, 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 my friend. Bower's Workshop. Make wooden crossbow, make wooden crossbow. We don't have bone. Okay, all 7 of us have will have wooden crossbows. Now, Z, animals. Creature. Owner. Alright. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. The yak bull and the mountain tuskox must be butchered. Now those creatures, not these ones, the hostile ones, they may just go away, so we might be fine. Let me zoom to them. They're all way over here. Where is over here? Oh Jesus, no, they're actually pretty close. They're literally around the corner from me. Like if you go down here, they're right there. But the good thing is they appear to be sticking to their tree, so we may be fine. But I don't want to risk our lives on a maybe, if I can help it. We go ahead and get a wall in place here and hope this doesn't trigger them attack. Well, you know what? Just because they're docile right now and not attacking, I'm gonna not do that and screw myself over. Okay, Farmer's Workshop. I've not built those workshops yet. Okay, Leatherworks. Out of diorite. Tanner's Shop. Build out of diorite. We need to get them. We need to get some leather here quickly, so I can get some quivers. Not you. Wood. Bolts. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to give one of the other miners bowery for now. Let him craft that. And the other one can work on the bolts. My actual carpenter could work on making the bolts. We don't have any idlers right now. Doing a lot of hauling still, I guess. I'm supposed to be building my workshops. I might actually be doing so right now. On break. Lazy bastards. Why the hell are you still on break up here? Dwarven beer, dwarven ale, dwarven ale. So for some reason, we still have not hauled our ale down here. We create one more food stockpile, and specifically, just for drinks. Usually it seems like I have to set it up just for alcohol, or they will not haul the actual product down here. Which is weird, but they've always seemed to behave like that. Well, he's getting the crossbows made. We've got a couple of them. Let me get a couple more trees here chopped down. I can also set up an auto chop so I can designate an area and if anything regrows. What the fuck are you doing? Giant mole overcome by terror. So help me God if you pull those things to me.
More migrants.
Oh, we just got some migrants. Interesting. Wonder what kind of migrants we got. Well, I'll give it a couple of seconds and we'll find out. Leatherworks finally got built. Alright, let's go ahead and read the dwarves and see what we got here so far. We might still get more. But for now, we have 4 dwarves, it seems. We actually do have a leather worker, which is nice. And he's a decent one too, so I'll let him do that. We don't have to do it ourselves. The rest of them are meh, to be honest. Nothing too mind-blowing. Let me give one of you wood crafting just so you can help us out here. Alright. Let's do this. I'm a little bit sketchy about it, but let's do this. Diorite. We're gonna seal off that area. It's way too dangerous right now. We can always remove that if we need to. But for now, we're sealing that off. And pray that they're not close enough to come after us right now. We at least have a set of weapons, so for that we're good. Now, we did get the leather workshop built, so hopefully we do have enough leather now. Let's at least build 7 sets of quivers. Alright, Carpenters Workshop. Now we got more people now, so let me get some more bins created, but especially I need to make some cages now. Let's enable the workflow plugin. Yes, put it on as a repeat job. Add limit, Shift A. I want to make a cage out of any wood, and at least 5 to 10 of them. Okay, good. Build workshop. Let's also get a mechanics workshop here. We're kind of just like throwing everything we can right now into this one area. Clutter as hell, but we'll expand later on and move our industries around this place. And especially our stockpiles. Don't know where exactly, we have to decide that, but for now we're just throwing everything down. So I want to get a bunch of traps placed. I need to build some wall sections to funnel creatures around. So I'm not actually going to cut off a lot of the areas like this. I may make the walls like two tiles high. Just for, well, for reasons, I'm going to say. For reasons, I'm going to make it 2 tiles high. I'll create like a corridor of sorts that'll force them through and then capture a bunch of them. So we're definitely going to be capturing a lot of animals. Okay, that's been done. It's not perfect. Actually, well, no, it won't work, will it? No, it won't. Actually, it might. Just might. Or not. Or not. I was hoping it would, but I guess not. Ah, well. We won't be walling that section. Needs logs. Yes, we do. Alright. Designate some trees. So those are going to be taken care of here soon. I hate to get rid of this beautiful forest that we got going on here, but I need some wood, damn it. These actually might be really good trees, too. They might give me a lot of wood because they're much taller than the other trees we were cutting down. I believe the height of the tree will affect how much we get from it. Also, that's ridiculous looking. Are those all tree trunks? Yeah, those are all tower cap trunks. Ha! Might get 1 log a piece out of that. Alright, so we're doing pretty good right now. I still need to focus on getting a bunch of different things done here. Process plants. Let's... Oh, I see. Shear animal. Okay, good. We can shear them. Spin thread. Where's my kitchen? There's my kitchen. Prepare some easy meals. Render the fat. That's good. Alright, resume. Now I'm going to have to manage my plump helmet quite excessively. Oh, someone got webbed. Yeah, there's a bit of webs around there. Now, I want to give one of these guys... Oh, yes, and I forgot. Now that we are not getting obliterated by these things, there's a couple things I need to do here quickly. First things first. Let's go to the craft store's workshop, go to wood, and make sure we get a couple of nest boxes set up here. We need at least 4. 1 for each of our critters. Hammerhead. Oh, those are arrows. Hammerhead bolts and broadhead bolts and whatnot. Okay. Next thing. Let's go up top here. And we need to create a bit of a fortress up here to defend ourselves. So I'm going to dig out all these tiles of ice. And I may actually put a barracks back here. And keep it all nice and... well, put a bunch of arrow holes in there, or fortifications in there so I can shoot through if I need to. But we need some ice to continue building my ice fortress. I demand more ice! Alright, sweetness. Going back down here. So, I need to reorganize some of my guys. Right now... we're actually getting quite a few plump helmets at the moment here. Cave swallow remains. Our badger dogs are doing their work. Well, any free ones would be. A lot of people seem to be helping out with that. Alright, good to go for the moment. So let's take a look here. Yep, we do have a lot of plump helmets. That's good. Nest boxes are done, so build, capital, or shift N. Yep, it's capital N. Build those 4 in there. That'll keep them happy for the moment. Sweetness. Now, I need a whole bunch of bins as well as cages, so we'll get those built. What I really want to do is capture these guys down here if I can. So, build, capital T, cage trap. I need mechanisms. Shit. That's the whole reason I built the Mechanics Workshop, isn't it? However, he hasn't really had the time, and he won't have the time for a while to do so. Repeat, Control W, add limit, out of any rock, and I need a lot of them. I'll even expand that even further, so I'll hit Shift R, create a range. I would say I want 10 to 20 at least. At least. I'm going to give somebody else that job and remove my carpenter from that job temporarily. Even though he's a really good mechanic still. I'll give it to you, my friend. You're not really doing much else, so I'll disable your other jobs temporarily so you can focus on that. I'll also give you trap setting. Trapping. There we go. So I'm not doing everything myself. Alright. Meow. Oh, we actually had a cat. Oh, you sound adorable. Kind of like this fat cat. Isn't that right, Thirst? Yeah, you adorable little brat, you. You got a baby alpaca, a reindeer calf, and a goat kid, as well as a cat. Luckily, it's only a single cat, so we shouldn't experience any cat explosions anytime soon. I will allow it to roam around, though, freely. Let me also set up the other guy here. Oh, we actually got a total of 6 dwarves, so a lot more than I thought we did. And one of them's a level 10 potash maker. Not very useful at all, but, you know, it's something, I guess. No, you're not going to gather any plants. You will help with farming, though. You will definitely help with farming. Did I give somebody else on my team farming? Yes, I did. I don't know why I forgot about that, but hey, it's late, so, you know, excuses. Alright. Now, let me double check something here. Brewer. Brewer will turn the plump helmet into 5 dwarven wine. We'll turn 5 of them into 25. Both actions fill 1 empty barrel despite their different quantities. Presumably take the same amount of time to brew.
The time for autumn has come.
Alright. Brewing plants always produce seeds. So you don't have to worry about being unable to replant your crops next season. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So let me go into Z here quickly. Because I almost screwed up here. I need to go into kitchen. I need to tell them not to cook plump helmets. Do not cook plump helmets. Otherwise, we'll be wasting plump helmets and we won't have any more seeds. So build workshop. Let's get a still in here and begin brewing delicious alcohol for our dwarves. Who is our brewer? We should have a really good brewer. Sorry, our cook is also our brewer. In that case, I'll let you do brewing as well, sir. When he ain't cooking, you can help with the brewing. Alright, and what happened there? Boulder crab is fighting the cave swallow. So, yeah, the boulder crab just got us obliterated by the cave swallow people over there. Outpost liaison has arrived. Oh, a caravan has arrived. So we got our first dwarven caravan already. God damn. Actually found some dimple cups down here and some other stuff. So I'm not really sure what I'll trade them, if I can really trade them anything. But I'm going to save that for next time. Let me see here. Let me close off Sound Sense for a moment so we can kind of let things be. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first episode of Season 11 of my Masterwork Dwarf Fortress Let's Play Madness. Again, if you wish to have a dwarf named after you, feel free to comment, obviously down in the comment section below. Now, we do have quite a few. We have the original 6, well, besides myself, that we got and started off with. We have a new 6, group of 6, a couple growers, well, one grower, plant processor, and some other peeps. You can kind of generally look closer at this and see what we got. One good leather worker and stuff like that. Either way, these guys are going to get their job shuffled around here really shortly. I'm going to have to start prioritizing things and getting a lot of stuff done. We need to secure this place. We need to get traps down. We need to start building corridors to help kind of funnel animals into my traps, and so on and so forth. I need to barricade off some dangerous areas, especially around the water source in our guys. I need to make sure there's a safe corridor to that so we're not getting screwed over. I need to assign one of these guys to be a fisher and let him get to work on that and see if we have anything in that lake. And yeah, that should be good for that. Now, we did get the traders in, so we'll trade with them. I might try and quickly make some stone crafts, get someone working on that like ASAP. Get my miner probably, who's a decent, where the hell is it, stone crafter. Get him to quickly build a bunch of stone crafts and then just ship them out as fast as he can. Upstairs to trade with for whatever we can. If I can get some steel, that would be great, amazing, so I can actually get the cauldrons built. We do have iron upstairs, which I will have to transport down, or maybe I'll create a forge up there specifically just for that. We'll see what happens. Regardless, thank you for watching. I will see all of you next time with some more Masterwork Dwarf Fortress in the Fortress of Glacial Doom. Peace out next time. Peace out till next time, guys.